All right, guys. So if you take away any lesson from this video, take away this. It's never about what they say it's about on its face, okay? Whether that's big social media companies, whether that's the government, I don't care who it is. If it's a big corporate entity, right, and they're trying to act all woke, all altruistic, like they actually really care about anything outside of profit and their own interest, right? It's fake, right? It's all fake, okay? That's what it is. Everything essentially boils down to money and power when it comes to either a government or it comes to a big corporation. That's the way it is. And Twitter has really showed themselves with their decision to say, hey, we're not going to ban the Taliban posts after the Afghanistan takeover if they follow the rules. But you know who is banned? Trump is banned, right? The former president of the United States, guys, is still banned from Twitter, right? What is, they say, a lifetime ban. So I'm going to break down how this really has exposed Twitter and their true motives in regards to why they're blocking Trump. Because again, this right here is indefensible. You cannot defend this, right? In the face of banning the former president of the United States from your platform, you're literally allowing the Taliban, whom a lot of countries, right, have said, hey, this is a terrorist group. You're keeping their posts, right? After they just did a actual insurrection, right? A real insurrection, okay? That has cost people's lives, right? But, they can stay on the platform as long as they follow rules. Let's read here. According to the Independent, Twitter has not yet said it will ban the Taliban from its platform amid increasing concern about the group's rise to power in Afghanistan and its use of technology platforms. Its announcement or lack of announcement that it will ban the group entirely comes after Facebook said it would remove Taliban-related posts from its platforms. That includes Instagram and WhatsApp, as well as the main Facebook service. Twitter's inaction has led to criticism from people, including supporters of Donald Trump, who have noted that the former president is still banned for life from Twitter, but that spokespeople for the Taliban are allowed to post. A statement from the company did not say that such posts will be banned, but suggested that the policy could change in the future. The situation in Afghanistan is rapidly evolving, a Twitter spokesperson said. We're also witnessing people in the country using Twitter to seek help and assistance. Twitter's top priority is keeping people safe, and we remain vigilant. Okay, that's BS, right? That's 100% BS. You know why? Because people that are using Twitter to remain safe and to seek assistance, they're not the Taliban officials, right? We're talking about, why are you not banning the officials, right? The people that actually, run the Taliban from the platform, because they are using this platform to communicate and promote their agenda to the world, right? That's what's happening. That's the argument that can be made here, right? They literally just took over a country. But Twitter said, oh, no. We're using this to keep people safe. Well, who are you keeping safe in Afghanistan? By letting the officials stay on the platform. Again, guys, it's not about keeping people safe. It's not about stopping violence. It's never been about that, and it never will be about that. This is about power and control. It's about picking and choosing winners, okay? People who they feel okay with being in control. That's what this is about. Quote, we will continue to proactively enforce our rules and review content that may violate Twitter rules, specifically policies against glorification of violence, platform manipulation, and spam. Okay, I don't understand how, again, you can justify keeping the Taliban on the platform if that's your policy, while at the same time saying Trump can't be on the platform because he violated these rules. It really blows my mind how they're trying to square this, right? The amount of mental gymnastics going on in Jack Dorsey's head right now, really, again, is unbelievable. It's unbelievable to think about. Amid the rapid rise of the Taliban to power in Afghanistan, technology platforms have been left scrambling to decide how to respond to its use of social media. The group regularly posts on social media platforms, including Twitter, where a number of spokespeople are active. Facebook was the major company to announce the post supporting the Taliban would be removed from its platform. Quote, the Taliban is a sanctioned terrorist organization under U.S. law, and we have banned them from our services under our dangerous organization's policies. A spokesperson told the Independent, adding that it started more than 10 years ago and it's constantly updated to keep pace with changing online behaviors. The Taliban has been designated by Facebook for years, long before events in recent months, the spokesperson added. Facebook also noted that a dedicated team of Afghanistan experts who are native Dari and Pashto speakers have knowledge of local context and are helping the company identify emerging issues on the platform. Other social media platforms are yet to announce new policies, like Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok still do not appear to be banning Taliban-related content and have not explained that decision publicly. Okay, so they shouldn't be banning all Taliban-related content because there are people, right, that make content that are related to them that have nothing to do with supporting the Taliban at all. If anything, it's just a news thing. It's just, hey, this is what's happening. No, in no way, shape, or form is just making a video related to what's going on, supporting them, okay? Because it's important to know what the hell is going on, right? Just like when it comes to this video right here, in no way, shape, or form am I supporting the Taliban in any way whatsoever, or glorifying violence, or condoning any other activities of the Taliban. I'm actually speaking out against that, okay, because it's wrong, and Twitter allowing this organization on their platform is wrong, especially if this is something that they claim they care about so much, right? Now, again, guys, like I was telling you at the beginning of this video, what does this actually show about Twitter? It shows that they don't really give a damn about what they claim they care about. They claim, well, they block Trump because Trump promotes violence or whatever, right? That's what their claim is. If they were true to that, how the hell is the Taliban allowed on Twitter? Doesn't make sense. But actually, it does make sense. Because like I told you guys, these companies have never gave a damn about these things that they say they care about. The reason why Trump is banned, guys, is because Twitter does not want Trump to become president again in 2024. That's literally what it is. And them keeping him off the platform is their way of basically trying to neuter Trump's ability to communicate with the world, right? Because Trump's biggest strength, guys, was social media. Okay? People made a whole lot of money. There were industries built off of Trump tweeting, okay? So that, in essence, meant that Trump had a lot of power that came from social media. When Trump basically got banned on social media, a lot of the conversation about Trump kind of went away, right? If you look at the search results, right, a lot of the content that's posted about Trump, it went down, right? There was a significant drop in content and news related to Trump after this ban, okay? So the reason why Twitter is doing this is because they are literally trying to hinder Trump's ability, again, to promote himself and to potentially be a viable candidate come 2024, because they know that it's going to be much harder for Trump to win if he's not on social media. This is the power that's being flexed by this company, right? Because again, if they gave a damn about what they say they gave a damn about, how in the world do you allow the Taliban on your platform? It does not make sense. Again, unless you understand that it's deeper than that. They don't really care about that. They don't care about the Taliban potentially using their platform for, terrorist activities. They don't really care about that. They claim they care about that when it comes to domestic stuff, but they're saying that as an excuse to flex power. That's all it is. It's never about what they say it's about on its face, guys. Right? This is why I low-key, I be trying to tell people when people want to talk about, foreign policy and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, it sounds good to say, hey, you know what? The U.S., we're going to invade a country because of democracy and women's rights and human rights, right? That sounds great to the layman, right? But that's never what it's really about, right? Because if it was about that, then we would be invading Saudi Arabia. But we're actually aligned and allied with Saudi Arabia. Why? Because of oil, okay? We have military in Saudi Arabia, right? They don't have a clean track record on women's rights and human rights because it doesn't really matter, right? What matters is the resources. What matters is the strategic military purpose of having Saudi Arabia as an ally, right? That's what it's about, okay? And look, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm not saying whether I agree with it or I don't agree with it. But I do recognize how it probably is in the best interest of the American people to act like a global superpower, okay? to be a global superpower, even if that means that, hey, you know what? We got to do things for reasons that aren't necessarily altruistic, right? Because again, it is in American people's best interest if we have influence over OPEC, if we have influence over Saudi Arabia, even if we don't agree with them on the human rights stuff. Hey, you know, do we not want cheap oil? Even though I should say we should be more reliant on producing our own oil, okay? But that's besides the point. You see what I'm saying? Some of this stuff, it is in the best interest of the American people. That's why I'm saying, whether you think it's right or wrong, I'm about America first, right? I'm about us, okay? And what our interests are. This is my opinion on how things work, okay? And look at all these other countries across the world, right? This is what global superpowers do. Look at China when it comes to Taiwan. China's not trying to pretend like they're fighting for some altruistic purpose, some moral good, right? When it comes to Taiwan, they're just saying straight up, listen, Taiwan is ours. We feel like it belongs to us, so we're going to try to take it, right? That's what they're saying, okay? Russia and Ukraine, right? Russia is not pretending like they're fighting for, you know, again, women's rights and things like that in Ukraine or anything like that, or democracy. No, they're saying, no, Ukraine is ours and we're going to take it, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Listen, and again, when it comes to the United States, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying this is how global superpowers act. Let's not pretend they don't, okay? This is what they do. And this is how it's been done throughout history. And because I understand all this, I still love the United States. I still love my country. I'm proud of my country because we have been on the right side of history in a lot of the wars that we fought, right? We were doing it for altruistic things, right? And for reasons that actually mattered when it came to human rights. But sometimes there are ulterior motives that don't really have anything to do with that. The same way these companies, guys, they try to act all woke. Oh, we care about LGBTQ and pride and all this stuff, right? They change all their logos to pride logos during Pride Month. But when it came to changing their logos and showing how much they care about pride and LGBTQ rights in Saudi Arabia, oh, they didn't promote any of that over there. Why? Because it's never about that. It's all about money and profit. That's what it boils down to. That's the honest to God truth. Look, and listen, I'm just saying this because I just feel like if people actually started to understand that that's how the world works, then a lot more things would make sense in terms of why things are being done to be done. Twitter is literally flexing the power to say, you know what, we can control who has a voice and who doesn't, right? We're controlling how much Trump's voice and message can be projected because they know that that is going to have an effect on his ability to run in 2024 and to actually win. That's what this is about. Okay? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.